Shoes are probably the most essential part of any man's wardrobe, but with hundreds of different options, it's very difficult sometimes to know which ones are the right ones for you. So in this video I want to quickly go over the 5 most essential shoes that every man should have in his wardrobe. But before we go over the shoes, I want to lay a couple of ground rules. Because when you don't have a lot of money but you still want to look your best, it's always important to focus on types of clothing that are very easy to mix and match with each other. For shoes, that means, for example, that you want to focus on darker tones and you want to focus on shades of brown and you want to have a little bit of black in there as well. On top of that, ideally you would buy shoes with high quality leather and also that are Goodyear welted, so you have a leather sole that can be easily replaced, because that way you have the most of your shoes. So when you take good care of them, they will pretty much last you a lifetime. Now again, if you follow this channel, you know that I talk a lot about secondhand clothing. So most of the time I buy my shoes secondhand, because what you will actually find is that a lot of people buy really good shoes and they only wear them once for special occasions such as a wedding. So sometimes you get really good deals on shoes that are hardly ever worn or maybe even completely new. And on top of that, you don't really want to show any large logos. The shoes and the quality should speak for themselves. You don't really need to show any brand or logo. In the case of the sneakers, I couldn't really find any that don't have logo, but I tried to buy them with a small logo, ideally no logo at all. And of course the shoes should be comfortable. So it doesn't really make sense when the shoes look great, but it feels horrible after a day of walking. Now the first type of shoe that I recommend is to get a nice dark brown dress shoe. So ideally you want to have 2 pairs of dress shoes, either 2 times dark brown, or you want to have 1 dark brown and 1 in black. Because one thing that's important for the longevity of the shoes and also for the smell is that you want to rotate your shoes and you want to put shoe trees inside. You never want to wear the shoes 2 days in a row, because over time your shoes absorb a lot of your sweat from the feet, and if you don't give them time to dry, then you will see that the sole will start to crease like this, it will go upward, and that's why you need to give them a little bit of a break, otherwise they are not going to last very long. I don't actually have dark black ones myself, I only have 2 dark brown ones, I just like the color more, but you can decide whether you want 2 dark browns or a dark brown and a black one. And you can see these ones are super beautiful. They're from Magnani. I hope I don't butcher that name. They're made in Europe. They're super beautiful, very cozy. I bought them on eBay. It was a gift for someone, but they didn't fit. So they were completely new. He's never worn them before. And I bought them for 70% less when you buy them new. Now on top of that, you also want to have a pair of loafers. And these ones are super handy for the summertime. You want to have dark brown ideally. And this is probably my favorite type of purchase so far. It's from a German manufacturer called Heinrich Dinklacker. And when you buy them new, they're anywhere from $700 to $1,000, which is crazy. And I bought them for only $90. This is such a piece of art and I love wearing them. And again, in this, you want to go for some dark brown tones ideally. But if you buy secondhand, sometimes you have to go with what is available. So maybe there's some tones like a lighter brown or cognac or something like this that's a little bit more difficult to combine with different clothes. Maybe it's a little bit more casual. But if it's the ones that are available, maybe you find a good deal, of course, go ahead and buy them. But ideally, if you can find them, try to go for some dark brown ones. The 4th pair of shoes that you need is some kind of casual shoe that you can wear with shorts. Because especially in summertime, maybe you live in a country where it's never really that hot, but sometimes, especially in tropical countries or also here in summertime, it gets so hot that you have to wear shorts. And shorts look really weird when you have a classic loafer. It looks a little bit off, to be honest. So in that case, you need either a sneaker, you need a pair of suede loafers, or you need boat shoes, espadrilles, or maybe driving shoes. For me, I like to have a pair of white sneakers that I keep exclusively for shorts. I'm not a big fan of wearing them with a business suit, but that's again a personal style choice. But also again, if you don't have that much money to buy clothes, I would reserve those only for wearing shorts, because they don't keep that white for very long. So I only want to keep them for wearing shorts. Another thing that looks really nice is to wear a pair of suede loafers. This also looks really good with shorts, and it also can be worn, of course, with long pants. It's a little bit more casual than the penny loafers, but it looks really beautiful. And these ones are by Tots, and it's crazy. When you buy them new, they are about $500, and I bought them on eBay secondhand for 25 euros. So pretty much 5% of the retail price, which is just insane. And they're still in a very good condition. They've hardly ever been worn, so definitely one of my best purchases. Now I also bought this pair of Tots driving shoes, also secondhand. Also I think $300 or $400 for these when you buy them retail value. But I only paid 25 euros again for these, and I'm not sure if I would pay 300 euros for a pair of driving shoes, because you can see the sole. If you walk in these, they are not really meant to be walking a lot. You really want to keep them, like the name said, for driving. Maybe for something where you only walk a couple of meters, maybe when you're on holiday or something like this. But I personally wouldn't really spend $300 or $400 on these. They're super nice when you get them on sale, something like this, secondhand. but new, not sure. And then the last pair of shoes that you want, this really depends on your climate, of course. If you live in a tropical climate, you will probably never need a pair of boots. But if you live anywhere where you have a strong winter, you definitely want to have a pair of boots. And they come in so many different shapes and sizes. You can buy them even in suede, there's Chelsea boots. And I personally really love these ones, also from a German company, Shoe Passion. And I think they made them in Portugal. And these are just absolutely beautiful. They're so classy, you can even wear them almost in a business setting pretty much. And the nice thing is that they are also lined with lamb's wool, so they really keep you warm in wintertime. In a perfect world you would have two pair of boots again, because then you can rotate between them, but alternatively you can also wear boots and then rotate them with a pair of dress shoes in the wintertime. But if it gets really cold where you live, of course you're going to have two pair of boots. So these are, in my opinion, the 5 most basic shoes that every man should have. And from there you can start to really expand your shoe inventory. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.